Hello, Mementos. So, as you can notice, I'm in a different setting right now, and it looks like that I'm in the office because you're right, I'm in the office right now. And don't worry, it's lunchtime, so I'm not consuming working hours to record this video, and I didn't eat, or I'll not eat lunch for today because I'm trying to lessen the food that that I eat. So hopefully you can hear me. Well, why I'm here, Mementos? I know you're curious. You have an idea. Well, of course, it's to share to you some thoughts or lessons I'm carrying forward. So these are the list of 2025, the lessons I'm carrying forward. And I hope I'm not late because it's January 30 right now when I'm recording this video. And I don't know what date I'll post it or upload it. But anyways, let's not focus on that. So first, forgive me if I'm gonna speak in the language that I'm comfortable because sometimes I speak in Tagalog, so it will not be because I'm not fluent in English. At the same time, it will not be 100% English because sometimes I wanted to elaborate my thoughts that I cannot explain in English language. So let me speak in Tagalog, okay? So first is trust God's plan more than my own. So, ito naman, kasi I've learned this in 2025 because there's many unexpected things na I didn't really expect, na I'm clueless, na hindi mo lang siya sumagi sa isip ko na mangyayari yun. So, there's a part of me na nainis. Bakit nangyari to? Like, syempre, I allow it to happen. But, other things are out of my control. Ay, napapa-questions ako. Ba't kaya ito inalaw ni God? And if we're going to stick on our plan, kasi hindi yan 100% na mangyayari. So, for you to be able to accept the situation is to accept that God's plans is way better than your plan. Maybe right now you cannot see the purpose of that situation. Kasi to be honest, I didn't plan these things that happened to me in 2025. So I'm sorry if I'm not gonna be specific because it's kind of personal for me. So yun, I didn't really expect it to happen because I am expecting na I will stick on my plan. Pero hindi siya nangyari and it twisted. So, I called it the plot twist of my 2025. So, paano ako naging okay? Naging okay ako because I accepted and maybe God has a plan for this. So, instead of regretting or magmukmuk ako or isipin, stuck doon sa situation or question na bakit nangyari to, rather I thought of this lesson and lesson na rin na I'm carrying forward is that trust God's plan more than my own. Kasi hindi lahat ng plano mo matutupad. Maybe sa sinabi ko sa previous videos ko na maybe we are the one who will take an action para mangyari yung mga bagay na gusto natin. Pero not 100% na gusto natin mangyari. Kasi we are not the author of our life. We are just an actor. The real author or yung nagsuot ng buhay natin, it's all in God. Kaya magtiwala lang tayo na He has a plan for that. For our life. Secondly, be firm in our boundaries or my boundaries. So, eto, medyo mahirap siya. Kasi totoo lang, kasi paano ba tayo magiging firm sa boundaries? Especially, sometimes, nandun na tayo sa peak ng temptation, di ba? Pero alam mo kasi, pag hinayaan mo na ma-bend yung boundaries na yan, tuloy-tuloy na siya. So, if you have boundaries, be firm with that. And ako, yes, inaamin ko na nagkaroon ako ng mistakes. at may mga boundaries na hindi na-respect sa akin ng ibang tao. So, syempre ako, meron pa rin naman ako control of that. Hindi lang ako naging firm ng todo-todo. Kasi there's a part of me that's soft. Kaya siguro, moving forward, I'll carry this lesson that I have to be firm and you have to be firm in your boundaries. Kasi if na-bend na yan once, there's twice, parang second chance lang yan. Pero, always forgive, okay? Especially yourself. And, third, dito na tayo sa third, don't fear being disliked if I'm truthful and doing my best. Ito naman, I've shared this as well in my previous video na some people are people pleaser. Even me, I was. And this lesson that do not be fear and being disliked. Kasi sometimes we really value our image. And kahit na simpleng bagay lang na ikakasira ng image natin, natatakot tayo. And sometimes we tend to not do the right thing just to be disliked. And guilty, Your Honor, kasi I'm in that situation where I have to lie just to make my image good. And that's not really advisable. Kasi, karma is real. And I do believe in that. As long as you're being truthful and honest, that's good. Because it's not the people or your image to the people that's important. What matters is how God view you as his daughter or his son. So as long as you're being truthful and doing your best, if people will dislike you for doing that, it doesn't matter. They don't matter, okay? Sabi mo nga, di ba, before na, bakit mo tatanungin if gusto ka ba ng ibang tao? Tanungin mo kung gusto mo ba sila. Okay, fifth is, let God handle the revenge. So, eto naman, may mga pagkakataon din kasi in my life na gusto ko talagang bante. Kasi deserve ng taong yun yung iniisip ko. Maybe I'm the revenge. Yun yung iniisip. Maybe I'm the revenge or I'm the karma of this person. Pero hindi kasi siya ganun nag-work. So, mas maganda pa rin na si God ang mag-handle ng revenge for you. And you, just focus on yourself. Just keep focus on bettering yourself. And promise, mas maganda or mas satisfying pag si God na mismo yung gumawa ng revenge for you. So, you just be kind and do your part to improve yourself. Okay? 7 is forgive, but do not self-abandon. So, it means that forgive others and yourself as well. Pero do not use forgiveness as an excuse to tolerate abuse. Especially, di ba, sa sarili natin. Kasi dahil sa gusto nating maging mabait sa tao, maging maawain. Ang hirap din kaya maging mabait at maging maawain kasi there are moments na inaabuso ka ng ibang tao na paulit-ulit na lang, di ba? Pero it doesn't define who you are. Ang dapat mo lang gawin is forgive them. Okay? Forgive them. Pero it doesn't mean na they are open to do it in your life again. So, if they committed a mistake or if they treat you negatively, it's okay. Forgive them. Pero second time, do not allow it. Especially if pumapasok na dito yung salitang abuse. Kasi paulit-ulit na lang. So, yun. Number 8, especially yourself hindi lang yung ibang tao. Kasi sometimes, di ba, we tend to make a mistake sa sarili natin. Mistake, failure, or something. So, ay nagagalit tayo even in ourselves na, ba't ko kaya hindi ginawa lang? Ano ba naman? No, be gentle with yourself, okay? You only have one one life, and one you. So, dapat sa lahat ng tao in your life, you're the first person na sinushow mo ng kindness. Minsan mabait tayo sa ibang tao, pero sa sarili natin hindi. No. Dapat ikaw yung first and foremost na makaka-receive ng kindness na sinushow mo sa ibang tao. And 8, ito naman, self-explanatory yung number 8 natin. Don't trade long-term peace for short-term pleasure. So, I don't know ba't ko ito sinulat. Kalimutan ko yung reason. Pero, cliche ito kasi, syempre, we all know na we shouldn't trade long-term peace. Maybe ngayon, maganda siya or beneficial for now. Pero if we're going to vision in the future, hindi na siya maganda. So maybe do not do it. I hope na you understand. Number 9 is give without expecting in return. Cliche din siya, pero to be honest, it's something na na-realize ko na you have to give without expecting anything in return. Kasi if we give and then we expect in return, para naman ikaw lang yung may hurt eh. What if that kindness or yung tulong na ibinigay mo hindi bumalik? Eh parang hindi siya tulong, di ba? Parang exchange gift. So, and then if hindi mabalik sa'yo yung help or whatever that is, ikaw lang yung magsasuffer. So, mag-overthink ka lang. So, kawawa naman yung brain mo. So, kung mag-give ka, give it wholeheartedly. Hindi because you're expecting that they will give it back to you. No. That's not their job to give back to you. Kasi, and you don't have a control of it as well. Okay? It's better to give na with your heart, and if hindi mo talaga totoo na gustong magbigay for that or to help, huwag ka na lang tumulong. Mas maganda na yung ganun. And then, use your energy on meaningful things. Ito naman, I am guilty na rin na may nabasa nga akong book. I just forget the title ng book na yan. Pero if I remember, I'm gonna share it kasi apakaganda niya. Hindi ko siya totally nabasa. Parang nabasa ko lang yung summary niya. Ano siya? Ito na, hindi ko na maisip. It's about yung parang sinadya ng world, I don't know, na ma-experience natin this is intentionally, pero we have we have the power to, if we are self-aware, parang masisave tayo in this system. And moving on, wag na natin pag-usapan yun kasi I forgot. Use my energy on meaningful things. Ito kasi, di ba, in a world full of distraction, madaming energy tayo na nasasayang doing things na hindi naman nakakatulong sa sarili natin. Tulad ng doom scrolling, what else? Yun, social media, and other things, overthink, charot. So yun, instead of using your energy into those things, I think it's better to shift that into valuable things, like to focus on your work, to give your best in your work, to use that energy in habit na makakatulong sa'yo para magkaroon ng skills na magagamit mo in your life and a lot more. Kasi energy is currency. Time is energy. Energy is currency. Time is currency. Bahal na kayo. Itindihin na lang, okay? So, number 11. Do not promise myself. Inano ko kasi siya, first point of view to. So, don't promise myself anything unless I'm truly ready to commit to it. Or ikaw, do not promise yourself anything unless na you are truly ready to commit to it. Okay. Kasi ito ang explanation lang. Tayo, nagpa-promise tayo sa sarili natin. Mamaya, kahit nga, yung mga simple bagay lang eh. Sinabi ko na rin to before, pero ulit-ulitin ko lang kasi hindi ako natututo. And hopefully this year, I'll carry this moving forward. there are moments na magbabago na ako. Lalo na ngayon, 2026, o gawa ng New Year's resolution, and then hindi naman matutupad lahat. So, anong nangyayari? It lessened the trust that you have sa sarili mo. Kaya, ang nangyayari is, next time, hindi ka na magta-trust sa sarili mo. So, kaya it's better na lang na huwag ka na mag-promise, gawin mo na lang. Kung maglalaba ka, mamaya kung feel ko maglalaba ako. Mamaya kung feel kong kumain, kakain ako. Pero if hindi, okay lang. Ganun. Huwag mong i-ano yung sarili mo. Maybe, nagiging harsh tayo minsan sa sarili natin to promise na or to force ourselves na gawin to. So, actually, hindi siya maganda. Basta maging honest ka lang sa sarili mo para ma-build yung trust na yan. Kasi, it will benefit you in the future. Kahit na paunti-unti lang, gawin mo yung mga bagay na you think you can do it. Pero if you cannot, wag mo na lang, ka na mag-promise, gawin mo na lang, di ba? So, next, actually kulang to. Isingit ko na lang ha. Yung sa number 12 naman. Okay, na-miss ko ata. Number 6, stay calm, don't panic. So, in a world of panicking, ano daw? Kasi diba, ito, maraming scenario sa buhay natin na magpapanik talaga tayo kasi nakakaloka ng mga experiences sa life natin. For example, na lang may nangyaring nakakagulat, panic, anong gagawin ko, blah blah blah, anong dapat ko? Stay calm. Kasi if you panic, walang kang mariresolve. Thus, parang mag-a-add lang ng problem dun sa current problem. So, instead the resolution yung mangyari, another problem. If magpapanik ka. So, pero, if magiging calm ka lang, kalmado, slowly, alam mo yun, there's a possibility na ma-resolve mo agad yung issue or yung problem na yan. Kasi step number 1 to resolve the problem is to stay calm. Ayun. Inad ko lang siya. And next, ito pa. Do not trust anyone. Sinabi ko ba yun? Hindi, di ba? Do not trust anyone. Ito, be careful who you trust. Kasi kahit na yung pinakamalapit mo na kaibigan, they can betray you, I swear. Wala namang masamang magdiwala sa ibang tao. Pero, huwag mo rin i-ignore yung mga red flags na ipinapakita nila sa'yo. Kasi minsan, andun yung hint. How they talk people or how they talk about other people sa'yo. For example, chinichismis niya yung ibang tao sa'yo. So, matik, ikaw din chinichismis ka niya sa iba. So, that's a red flag. So, be observant. And, meron naman, normal lang naman sa magkakaibigan yung, di ba, magchismisan kayo, yung gano'n. Pero ako kasi, I don't really, I'm not a fan of it. Kahit na kaibigan kita or very close na sisiraan mo yung ibang tao. Kung meron kang facts na ibibigay sa akin, I'll believe. Pero yung in a way na panira, hindi na siya maganda. And ayun, mag-iingat lang tayo sa lahat ng tao na pagkakatiwalaan natin. It's better to trust yourself na lang rather than other people. Kasi if andun na yung situation na bebetray ka nila, nako, mas malaki yung magiging problem. Kaya maging maingat na lang tayo. Kasi it happened to me. Not once. Charot. So, ayun lang. But despite of those negative things or mga kaganapan sa buhay, as long as you're breathing, there's a hope. Kaya, laban lang. Parang, antok na. So, matatapos na yung lunch, kaya may gagawin pa ako later. So, ano ba may share ko? I think that's all lang naman. I think you've already heard this lesson sa ibang tao or even read online or sa ibang book. Pero iba pa rin kasi pag sarili mo na talaga yung naka-experience na at nakatuto ng mga bagay na to, di ba? So, I wish everyone is learning and happy or have a peaceful life. Kasi iba pa rin pag payapa ka. Ba? Diba? Walang filter. Parang first time to ata. Nag-video ako ng filter. So, yun. Be confident. Kahit na hindi tayo yung standard ng beauty, but in the eye of the Lord and in my eye, I am beautiful. So, that's all. Goodbye. And sending you love and peace. Y'all, mementos. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening, ha? Balik ka.